Largest cocaine shipment intercepted, force deployed. Port Everglades, Fort Lauderdale. Coast Guard announcement. Largest drug offload in U.S. Coast Guard history. 15 metric tons cocaine. $473 million street value. Part of $2.2 billion drugs seized this year. Multiple interdictions. Dozens of vessels. Systematic campaign. U.S. Attorney Gregory W. Kehoe's statement. Many interdicted vessels left Venezuela. Not small speedboats, not go-fast operations, major shipments, commercial-scale trafficking, state-level involvement. Rear Admiral Charles Sargent confirmed. Multinational air and maritime forces deployed. Partnership between Justice, Defense Departments. Joint Interagency Task Force South coordinating. Netherlands participating. Aruba, Bonaire, Curaçao supporting. International coalition. Unprecedented scale. Maximum pressure. Then policy changed. Dramatically. Lethally. What was total value of drugs seized 2025? A. 500 millers. B. 2.2 B. C. 5 B. March 2025. Justice Department Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Forces, OCDETF Conference. Over 100 attendees. Leaders from 19 strike forces. 3 maritime interdiction teams. Critical anti-cartel personnel. Todd Bove, Deputy Assistant Attorney General, delivered closing remarks. Video teleconference. Statement shocking. We're not going to worry so much about interdictions. We're just going to sink the boats. Attendees stunned, jaws dropped, confusion immediate. People took that as, we're just going to blow up the boats with people in them, one attendee reported. Policy shift announced 6 months before first strike. Premeditated, calculated, deliberate. Traditional OCDETF approach. Intercept 4 to 6% of known maritime cocaine shipments annually. FY 2023. 3.71% interdiction rate. Board vessels. Seize drugs. Arrest crews. Prosecute traffickers. Dismantle networks. Gather intelligence. New approach. Destroy vessels. Kill everyone aboard. Ask questions never. September 6 implementation began. Stay with me, because this operation escalated into regime change. September 3rd, 2025. Caribbean Sea, 17 miles off Venezuelan coast. 4-engine speedboat detected. 11 people aboard. Suspicious behavior. MH-60R helicopter launched. Hellfire missile fired. Direct hit. Vessel exploded. Total destruction. 0 survivors. September 2nd. Trump announced strike. Released video. Black and white infrared. Boat racing. Sudden fireball. Gone. 11 trendy Aragua narco-terrorists eliminated. But evidence absent. Trump claimed, big bags of cocaine and fentanyl spattered all over ocean. Images never released. Cargo never verified. Crew identities never confirmed. Just 11 dead. Families San Juan de Unare identified victims. Fishermen. Low-level smugglers. Not terrorist leadership. Not cartel kingpins. Questions immediate. Where's proof? Where's evidence? Where's due process? Answer. None provided, none required. Executive authority asserted. Article 2 powers claimed. September 15th, second strike. 3 killed. Eastern Pacific. September 19th, third strike. 3 killed. Caribbean. Dominican Republic cooperated. First joint operation. Navy located boat. Dominican forces salvaged cargo. 377 packages cocaine. 1,000 kilograms total. 2,200 pounds. Finally, actual drug evidence. Physical confirmation. Prosecution possible. But crew already dead. No arrests. No interrogation. No intelligence gathered. No network disrupted. October 1st, Trump formally notified Congress. U.S. in non-international armed conflict with unlawful combatants. Drug cartels designated enemy forces. Laws of armed conflict applicable. Extraordinary assertion presidential war powers. Senator objections immediate. Human rights concerns raised. International law questioned. But Republican Senate rejected resolutions limiting authority. Twice. Military action continued. Body count rising. How many people killed by December 31? A. 50B 115C 200. 115 people killed. 35 strikes. 36 vessels destroyed. December 31, 2025 totals. Not all died instantly. 4 strikes had survivors. 2 men survived September 1st initial attack. Clung to debris. Awaited rescue. Washington Post November revelation. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth allegedly issued verbal order SEAL Team 6. Leave no survivors. Second strike launched. 2 survivors killed. No witnesses. No arrests. No testimony. Clean operation. Total elimination. October 27th strike. 1 survivor missing. Presumed dead. Search suspended. December 30th strike. Unknown number survivors. Coast Guard suspended search. Fate unknown. Casualties uncounted. Only October 16th strike. 2 survivors repatriated home countries. Exceptions proving rule. Normally, no survivors, no prisoners, no intelligence. Warfare signal analyzed operational pattern, not counter-narcotics. Assassination campaign, not law enforcement. Military strikes, not arrests. Executions. Former senior DOJ official assessment. All this strategy doing is killing people. Same amount drugs getting into US. You didn't save anybody. State Department own reports confirmed. Venezuela transits 200-250 metric tons cocaine annually. Roughly 10-13% global production. Enough fill 3 to 5 semi-trailers by volume. Significant but not dominant. Colombia produces more. Peru produces more. Bolivia produces more. Mexico smuggles far more into US. And fentanyl, stated justification entire operation, comes from Mexico. Not Venezuela, not Caribbean. Over land, through ports, via mail. New York Times analysis. September 2025. No proof fentanyl manufactured or trafficked from Venezuela or anywhere South America. Colombian police December 2023. Has not detected any fentanyl production laboratory in Colombia. CDC data 2024. Fentanyl deaths decreased. 76,000 in 2023. 48,000 in 2024. Improvement occurring. Caribbean strikes irrelevant. Vanda Felbab Brown, Brookings Institution. Whatever actions taken in Caribbean have no effect on fentanyl. Translation. Entire operation targeting wrong problem, killing wrong people, achieving wrong objectives. If strikes don't stop fentanyl and cocaine still flows, what's real objective? Comment D or R, drugs or regime. August deployment massive. USS Iwo Jima Amphibious Ready Group. 3 warships, 2,000 Marines, combat capability. November escalation dramatic. USS Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Group. World's largest aircraft carrier. 90-plus aircraft. 5,000 personnel. Full combat power. Plus, 9 warships Caribbean waters. B-52 bombers conducting overflights. F-35 fighters deployed Puerto Rico. 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment. Night Stalkers. Total, 15,000 military personnel. Largest Caribbean military deployment since 1962 Cuban Missile Crisis. Not Drug Interdiction Force, Invasion Fleet. October 15th, B-52. Stratofortress flew North Caracas 2 hours. Long-range heavy bomber. Precision-guided ordnance capable. Nuclear weapons capable. Joined F-35B Lightning II. Bomber attack demonstration mission. October 23rd, 2 B-1B Lancers conducted flyby, 50 miles from Venezuelan mainland, KC-135 tankers supporting, RC-135 reconnaissance aircraft accompanying, message unmistakable. Venezuela Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez October Sioux statement, 5 U.S. combat planes detected 35,000 feet altitude, 75 kilometers from coast. Provocation. Venezuela mobilized forces. Troops moved coastline. Prepared repel invasion. Propaganda machine activated. Maduro warned. U.S. wants oil wealth. December 10th. USS Gerald R. launched boarding operation. Target, oil tanker skipper. Sanction 2022. Alleged connections, IRGC, Hezbollah. Global Dark Fleet. 10 Coast Guard personnel, 10 Marines, Special Operations soldiers, 2 helicopters, fast rope insertion, forced boarding, vessel seized. Skipper falsifying transponder data, fake GPS readings, false flag registry, Guyanese. Docked Iran twice July-September, Hong Kong August, Venezuela multiple times, carrying sanctioned crude. December 17th, Naval quarantine announced, sanctioned oil tankers targeted, Venezuelan petroleum exports blocked. December 21-22, 2 more tankers intercepted, Centuries boarded, 1.8 million barrels Venezuelan crude aboard, bound for China. Bella 1 pursued, refused boarding, still moving, chase ongoing. China condemned seizures. Serious violation international law. Iran called it act of piracy. Cuba termed it maritime terrorism. Venezuela filed UN Security Council complaint, demanded vessel return, threatened retaliation. December 30th, first strike Venezuelan territory, ELN storage facility, northwestern border, Colombian region. Missile fragments consistent U.S. drone strike, crossed red line, sovereign territory violated. Quiz answer: $2.2 billion total drug value seized 2025. 15 metric tons single offload Port Everglades valued $473 million. Largest single seizure Coast Guard history. January 3, 2026. Operation Absolute Resolve. Ultimate objective revealed. Multiple explosions Caracas. Low-flying aircraft reported. La Carlota military airbase destroyed. Anti-aircraft systems eliminated. Special operations forces inserted. Maduro captured. Wife captured. Flown out Venezuela. Brought United States. Charged Southern District, New York. Trump announcement: we will run Venezuela until such time we can do safe, proper, judicious transition. Military occupation implied. Government toppled. Regime changed. Oil reserves targeted. Indictment detailed charges. Maduro participates in, perpetuates, protects culture corruption, where powerful Venezuelan elites enrich themselves through drug trafficking and protection partner drug traffickers. Coordination documented with Mexican Zetas, Sinaloa Cartel, Colombian ELN, FARC, Tren de Aragua, multinational criminal network, state-sponsored trafficking, government-level operation. Attorney General Pam Bondi confirmed narco-terrorism charges, drug trafficking charges, weapons charges, conspiracy charges. Mission accomplished. But whose mission? Counter narcotics. Failed. Regime change. Succeeded. Drug war. Became actual war. Former Obama official Benjamin Gadan assessment. Such overkill naval deployment. No justification if trying attack couple small boats. Either bluff scare Venezuelan generals into uprising or actual preparations war. War came. Cocaine shipments pretext. Strikes demonstration. Seizures escalation. Occupation result. Miami Herald. October 2nd report. Sources said U.S. effort effectively shut down Caribbean route. Estimated 350,500 tons annual cocaine shipments disrupted. But overall cocaine flow unchanged. Smugglers adapted. Routes shifted. Pacific expanded. Mexican trafficking intensified. Land smuggling increased. And fentanyl crisis completely unaffected. Still coming from Mexico. Still killing Americans. Still ignoring Caribbean interdiction. Final question. When 115 die for drug war but regime change is objective, is it still counter-narcotics or just war? The largest sea shipment intercepted August 2025. 15 metric tons. $473 million. Record-breaking seizure. Traditional interdiction success. Proper law enforcement. Then policy changed. Just sink the boats. Kill everyone. No survivors, no arrests, no intelligence. September through December, 115 killed. 0 prosecutions. 0 network disruptions. 0 strategic impact. But major military deployment. Carrier strike groups, amphibious forces, strategic bombers, 15,000 personnel, largest since Cuban Missile Crisis. Show of force, intimidation campaign, preparation invasion, regime change operation. January 3rd, Maduro captured, government toppled, military occupation, oil targeted, mission accomplished. Subscribe to Warfare Signal, where drug interdiction becomes regime change. Hit that like button if this analysis revealed operational evolution. Drop your thoughts in comments. Coast Guard announced largest seizure history. Justice Department declared new policy. Military deployed overwhelming force. Strikes killed 115 people. Tankers seized. Territory violated. Government invaded. All justified as counter-narcotics. All framed as drug war. All presented as law enforcement. Actually, systematic campaign, escalation ladder, preparation invasion, regime change operation. 115 people died proving it. Maduro's capture confirmed it. Venezuelan occupation demonstrated it. Question wasn't whether Intercept would turn into show of force. Question was whether show of force would turn into invasion. Answer: yes, always was. Cocaine shipments just excuse. Drug war just cover. Real objective always regime. Real target always Maduro. Real goal always Venezuela. And 15 metric tons cocaine? Largest seizure proved smuggling real. Justified response, enabled escalation, provided pretext. Welcome to era where drug interdiction means military occupation, where counter-narcotics means regime change, where law enforcement means war. 115 dead, 1 government toppled, mission accomplished. Just don't call it drug war. Call it what it was: invasion disguised as interdiction.